Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Pink Floyd reaction on this channel. So, we are back, we've returned for another leg of the Pink Floyd discography. A few weeks ago, if you do not know, I reacted to the Dark Side of the Moon for the first time, that being my first ever Pink Floyd album, the first time ever hearing Pink Floyd as a band in general, and so it was a really, eye-opening experience for me. I learnt a lot about sort of this style of music, or that style of music I should say, and I've found a new, love for that side of music that I've not really delved into much in previous years. So, amazing experience for me, and it seemed to do really well on YouTube, so I'm really appreciative of that. Thank you very much for that. But we're not done there. Pink Floyd have a really vast discography, and I thought it would probably be smarter to go the one directly after Dark Side of the Moon, and then maybe after this we can switch it up. I'm not sure, but for now, we're going to be reacting today to Wish You Were Here. Now, this track list is a bit bizarre. There's 5 tracks, it's 44 minutes in length, and it has, from the looks of it, 2 13-minute songs, which are 2 of the same song. So, by the looks of it, it's basically one track that's like 26 minutes in length, split up as the first and last track of the album. They're called Shine On You Crazy Diamond, or Shine On You Crazy Diamond. And the other 3 tracks are 7 minutes, 8 minutes, and 5 minutes. So, pretty normal length tracks. Wait, my bad. It's a 7-minute track and 2 5-minute tracks. So we're actually like, yeah, these are pretty short tracks, sandwiched in the middle of a 26-minute mad crazy song apparently. So that's what we're going to get stuck into today. Like I said, 44 minutes, 5 tracks. Don't worry, I listened to your feedback and your constructive criticism. I am going to try and talk a lot less in this reaction than I did in the Dark Side of the Moon reaction. Try and sort of let the music, overflow, kind of take over me, if you will. Just absorb the music instead of trying to be a overanalyzing, hyper, descriptive guy that I tend to be. I'll try my best to sort of keep it toned down a little bit on this reaction, because as I've looked kind of through these lyric pages, there's not a lot of lyrics on this album. It's 44 minutes where the vast majority of it's going to be taken up by the instrumentation. So I should probably listen to it, and as like flawless of a sort of all the way through as possible. If I pause, then I pause for a few seconds, but I will try and just let it run through and have the musical experience captured on camera. Another thing, both earphones, I am really sorry. A lot of people really complained at me for the last one for doing it with one fully on. I can hear through this one, but it's like distant, so that I was picking up on the panning, but I wasn't like fully immersed in it. So my bad. That is, it's there a couple of reasons. Number one, habit, because I do it all the time, like just in normal life. Like it's just the way that I do it, because I'm trying not to make noise for the people in the house. Right now, there's nobody else in the house, so I'm absolutely fine with that. I can do it with this. And I guess the second one is just like in fact, that might have just encapsulated 2 in 1. Just it is habit, but also the sort of noise thing. But right now, we're gonna get fully immersed in this album. So sorry for the 4-minute intro. This is ridiculously long, but we are gonna get stuck into it right now. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Track 1 is called Shine On You Crazy Diamond, parts 1 through 5. Let's go. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. It's a great way to introduce yourself. Wow. Synths, man. relaxing. I want to read what this says. Wow. That is tragic. Oh my God. This is a masterclass. Oh wow. A masterclass in synths and strings. Absolutely incredible. I think it's going to transition into part 2 here. Unbelievable. I'm gonna pause. I'm sorry, but I'll obviously pull it back like 20 seconds and let that build again. They are absolute masters at using strings, like guitars and obviously even stuff like violins and all that. But right now, talking about guitar, using it to create an atmosphere, not just like it's so easy to implement a guitar, electric or acoustic, into an instrumental. It's one of the most used instruments in the world, probably number one. Maybe drums more, but still. But they use it and they add just enough reverb on it to make it feel so spacious, to make it feel so atmospheric, to just make you want to just drift off. It's absolutely stunning the way that they use the instrument. It really is, man. Unbelievable. And this is part 3. Back to the centre. I wonder why they leave the guitar solo out in the live performances. That's interesting. So dreamy, but kind of has a somber nature to it as well. Oh man. That's unbelievable.
Remember when you were young? You shone like the sun. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Wow.
Now there's a look in your eyes, like black holes in the sky. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Feels so
You
massive.
were caught in the crossfire of childhood stardom, blown on the steel breeze. Come on, you target for faraway laughter. Come on, you stranger, you legend, you martyr, and shine.
This is unbelievable. The song got so much grander when Roger came in.
You reached for the secret too soon.
Interesting lyric.
Cry for the moon. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Threatened by shadows at night and exposed in the light. Shine on,
Wow.
you crazy diamond.
This is sax, right? Aye. Wow. That was mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. I think it's gonna transition. But it sounds haunted all of a sudden. What a transition, man. Right, I'm quickly gonna pause just to comment on that. I'm absolutely amazed. That was fucking incredible. It's really as simple as that. I can't believe what I just listened to. Like, the guitar work from David Gilmour is absolutely unbelievable. He is unlike anything I've ever heard on a guitar. It's genuinely, it's unbelievable. It really is. What an incredibly talented individual. And I mean, I know all of you already know that, but for me to be introduced to somebody as talented as that, I almost feel privileged listening to it. It's amazing. And Roger Waters, man, killed it on the vocals. So passionate, which obviously the vocals are going to be very passionate on a song that he's inherently very passionate about, because it's a song that's tributed to his friend, which obviously an incredibly tragic situation surrounding Syd Barrett. I'd heard a little bit about this on the Dark Side of the Moon reaction, but to sort of read it again after experiencing that album, like just like completely sort of lost his mind, right? It's a real shame, and to hear Roger sing about him like this, about sort of the struggles and being honest about them, and saying, you know, you crazy diamond, I think is a lovely way to sort of put it that way. You know, you are a diamond, but you know, one that's a little bit got a few screws loose, to put it that way. An amazing performance for him, amazing guitar work for David Gilmour. Who is the sax player? Dick Parry, unbelievable. That was stunning as well. Just the whole thing was amazing. The whole atmosphere was so dreamy, so spacious, so atmospheric. As I said, just incredible. I'm amazed by that song. Right, let's move on. Track 2, Welcome to the Machine. Wow. Let's just go. Wow. Listen to that bass, man. That almost sounds like a train on the tracks. Like that. It sounds like a train. I don't know if that's intentional. Starting off with some
Welcome, my
acoustic
son.
guitar.
Welcome to the machine.
Whoa.
Where have you been? It's alright, we know where you've been. You've
This is
been
stunning.
in the pipeline, filling your time. Provided with toys and scouting for boys. You bought a guitar to punish your mom. You didn't like school, and you know you're nobody's fool. So welcome to the machine.
Wow. Oh my god. Splashy sounds. That bass as well, man. Oh my god. This song sounds kind of sinister. Oh wow.
Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. What did you dream? It's alright, we told you what to dream. You dreamed of a big star. You played a mean guitar. Always angels stayed by. Loved driving his Jaguar. So welcome to the machine.
Oh my god. Oh, stop it. Ah. I read that. I knew it was gonna be peak. stunning. What do I even say? 10 out of 10. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They're some of the best synths I've ever heard in my life. This was 50 years ago. I'll tell you what. This is absolutely wonderful. Even during the instrumental break, the synths were out of this world. The acoustic guitar was in there, matched it perfectly. Everything about the song was unbelievable. But especially those synths. We're gonna get straight into the next track. It's called Have a Cigar, featuring Roy Harper. Roy Harper on all the vocals on this track. Sounding a little bit country, a bit like Western USA. I want to read what this says. I already get this concept and I think this is fantastic. But Roy's singing the perspective of the music exec. That is such a great line. So good. Oh, wait. I need to pause and read this annotation. This is fantastic. So, for these two lines, and did we tell you the name of the Game Boy? We call it Riding the Gravy Train. The genius annotation, which, by the way, you can correct me in the comments if this is false, but it sounds pretty right to me. It says, the game refers to the music industry, of course. Gravy Train, a pictorial metaphor for having it easy, originated from hobos in the USA in the early 20th century who were dreaming about the rich and easy life they will find in the end of their perpetual train ride. The reason these executives think of the music industry as riding the gravy train is mainly because in their lucrative position most of the time they get to kick back, relax and make money, whilst the artists carry most of the workload, creating a great product, leading to popularity, sales increase and more money for those who feed on the gravy from the top. Essentially meaning that the execs are forcing these bands and these groups essentially into, you know, contracts and all that. These bands and groups make fantastic work that have nothing to do with the execs, and the execs profit off of that for essentially doing absolutely nothing and just sitting back and essentially watching the money just come into their bank accounts, right? It's a very true thing, a great observation. It's a fact. The music industry is a rotten place. It really is. You owe it to the people. They only want their money. It's all they care about.
Everybody else is just greed. Have you seen the chart? It's a hell of a start. It could be made into a monster if we all pull together as a team.
This is an amazing song. Such a great concept. Come on. David? Yeah. Stunning. Perfectly lured with the synths. Brilliant. Wow. Unbelievable. What was that? That actually jump scared me. Jesus Christ, right. What a crazy song. Wow. Let's move into track 4. It's the title track, the biggest track on the album by a mile. It's called Wish You Were Here. It's only in the right ear, this. Whoa. This is cool. Again, barely any lyrics on this album. It's a very instrumental heavy album, which I'm very happy with, because it gives me less to sort of break down lyrically. But I thought last song lyrically was absolutely fantastic. It sounded like a cough. Still only in the right ear, by the way. Ooh. Oh, this is cool. It's like guitars playing in different guitar playing from both sides. Wow, this is so fire.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field
What
from
does
a
that
cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell?
Oh,
Did they get you to train your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage?
wow, these are fascinating lyrics. This refers to Sid's inner voice.
How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fears. Wish you were here.
Wow. This is incredible. I see. That makes a hell of a lot of sense. That makes this an incredible concept. Wow. I'm probably going to pause just to kind of recap before we finish off with the last track. This is going to be essentially a minute and a half of singing and around 11 minutes of instrumental. Right, amazing transition once again. Right, the final pause of this experience. I really hope I've not paused too much, by the way. I think it's only been like 3 or 4 times, so I'm really hoping you're enjoying this reaction as much as, or more than you did the Dark Side of the Moon one. I do apologise for anybody who did not like that one because I spoke too much. I'm hoping that I've not talked too much in this video. Just to quickly recap on this, I think this is absolutely genius. Wish You Were Here, obviously a nod to Syd Barrett, which obviously this Shine On You Crazy Diamond, also huge kind of the literal concept of that song is Sid Barrett. The entire thing, the whole 26 minutes, is dedicated to one man. And Wish You Were Here is definitely a nod to him. But overall, like the blurb kind of say, that's sort of tying up all the themes of the album. The main one that you can tell by track 2 and 3, Welcome to the Machine and Have a Cigar, is distasteful, feeling that the music industry is extremely distasteful, that they are exploitative, I should say, that they're manipulative, that they are, just the suits and ties that will sit and collect essentially your money, because, people feel that they need to, be signed to labels and stuff like that. And all the execs in the music industry, well, not to say all of them, but a good bulk of them are scumbags, and they only have their money and their interests, and that's all they care about. I love the fact that they've addressed that, and I think it's fascinating that 50 years later, 50 years, there's still barely any change, and it's pretty much the exact same situation that the music industry's always been in, that it's still in today. And yeah, you hear loads of people talking about it these days, very similarly to the way that Pink Floyd are talking about it. So 50 years on, there's been no improvement. That's a really sad thing. But, I think the way that they did address it on this album is absolutely fantastic. Especially Have a Cigar. I thought, the lyrics, like, being written from the perspective of the exec, I think is fantastic. And, the lines on the second verse. You got to get an album out, you owe it to the people. We're so happy we can hardly count. Like, get the album out, you owe it to the people. Trying to get them to make more music so that they, the execs, make more money. We're so happy that we can hardly count. We're so happy that you're releasing more music so that we can make money for doing nothing, that we can hardly count the cash that we're making off of you. That is an absolutely fantastic line. Like, it's brilliant, and I love the way that the sort of theme of the distaste music in the music industry, and the sort of the faulties of the music industry are perfectly linked in to the Syd Barrett situation, because they believe, or at least Roger believes, that part of the reason why Syd cracked mentally is because of the pressures of the music industry, the fact that the music industry is crooked. And so it all mixes into one thing, right? They dislike the music industry for many reasons, but the reason that it's such a prevalent thing in this album is because it directly links to the man that the album is essentially written about, Syd Barrett, and them believing that the kind of rough side of the music industry caused him, or at least was a factor in causing him to crack. And I think that is absolutely brilliant for a concept on your album. Right, the final track is here, the second part of Shine On You Crazy Diamond, part 6 through 9. It is 12 minutes in length. Like I said, it's about 11 minutes of instrumental. Let's get cracking into it. The final track on Wish You Were Here. Let's go. Starting with some bass. And some gusty winds. This one's got all the elements. Oh, God. Listen to those synths, man. The guitars are all, man, just amazing. Gotta pick up in tempo here. This is hard. Woo-hoo! Oh my God. Oh my God! This sounds so chaotic. Right, part 7.
Nobody knows where you are.
Oh, it drops right out. Oh, wow.
Near or how far. Shine on, you crazy darling. How long will it
Damn, that light. Nobody knows where you are. Well, they did find out whilst recording the song.
shine on, you crazy darling? And we'll bask in the shadow of yesterday's triumph, sail on the steel breeze. Come on, you boy child, you winner and loser. Come on, you miner for truth and delusion, and shine.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The guitar work on this album is absolutely outrageous. Love the bass here. Got a right bounce to it. Whoa, some funky guitar here. Wow. This sounds like blues guitar. I feel like I want to look up what Sid Barrett looks like. Oh wow. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Man, that's crazy. This sounds so somber. Beautifully somber. It feels so sad. Damn. It says here, the synth piano and organ passage represents the funeral goodbye of Sid's stardom. Damn. That's why it feels so sad. Damn. Well, that ended on a really, really somber note. And do you know what? I think it makes perfect sense for the album that I've just listened to. It is a deeply personal one. I'm sure specifically for Roger Waters, right? This is a man who was his childhood friend, and you know, he'd obviously grew up with him and stuff like that, and he just went off the deep end, and I can imagine that really hurts. Listen, it hurts. Even somebody as young as me, obviously a 20-year-old man. When you sort of drift away from people, or when you can see people going off the deep end, or seeing that people are changing and not in the best ways, it hurts. Of course it does. And it probably hurts even more for him, considering they grew up together and ended up forming a band together, and you know, being in this band and having success early doors and all that. To obviously just see him drift away would have been really, really tough. And so you can feel the passion within this album towards that topic. You can also feel the sort of passion in and even though obviously David Gilmour was the replacement for Syd Barrett, you can feel the passion in the guitar, man. You can feel that it just meant a lot to the band to make this album. I thought conceptually, like I said earlier, it was fantastic. I didn't see many elements. In fact, I'm not sure I could name a fault with this album. I think it's pretty much perfect. It kept me engaged the whole time, even though there was so little vocals. Mostly an instrumental album. It kept me engaged the whole time. David Gilmour absolutely killed it on the guitar. The sax solo in there was fantastic. The multiple synth solos that we got in there were also amazing. The bass, brilliant. Roger's vocal performances, brilliant. Everybody performed to perfection, and I think the concept and the sort of way that the album's written is absolutely genius. So for me, I'm not sure I can say this for many albums, so I'm pretty sure I just reacted to the perfect album. I think it's amazing. It's 10 out of 10. And yeah, just very much blessed and thankful to have been able to react to this absolute masterpiece on camera for the first time. So thank you all so much for joining me for that journey, and I really hope you enjoyed this reaction. Definitely leave comments down below telling me if if there was elements of this reaction you did not enjoy, if you want me to speak more than I did in this reaction or less. Yeah, please do let me know, but I'm trying to take all criticism and obviously praise on board and sort of form it into becoming a better reactor in general. So I hope that you can help me with that, and I hope that you really enjoyed this reaction. Yeah, thank you so much for being here as always. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. By the way, if you want me to name my favourite track, I'm going to go probably the first 5 parts of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I just thought the atmosphere and all that, I drifted away with that, or Have a Cigar because of the concept. I thought that was brilliant. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Leave a comment down below telling me your favourite tracks and whether this ranks as one of your favourite Pink Floyd albums. Let me know what albums or live performances of this album or whatever I should check out next. Let me know anything I should react to. I would be more than happy to. And like I said, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and hopefully I can catch you on the next Pink Floyd reaction video. Thank you so much, take care, and bye for now.